The 605 has probably taken us about 6 months from start to finish. Part of the long time was building the tooling for the structural frame. Building the hull in itself is relatively simple. It's just big. That takes a bit of time. It's the small details around the running strakes, windows, corners and things like that that are unique to the design, where you've got to put the effort in to make sure that what comes out of the mold is as good as it can be. That's been the drive with this boat, has been to concentrate on those details to create a strong finished product. Once the design is finalized, the tooling is produced, and then it's simply working through the stages that we get from the naval architects to apply each layer of fiberglass and foam and the rest until we have a completed shell of the hull. Lamination is the process of taking layers of fiberglass or carbon or a matte layer up all of this together and applying a resin to them. The resin on its own and the matte on its own both have good properties, but the combination is stronger than the sum of its parts. The resin and the fiber work together to create this finished composite structure that is strong and durable enough to survive the intended use. Then we added in the structural frame in the bottom of the boat, bonded and fiberglass that part in. Lastly, we added the structural bulkheads. The boat is then strong enough to support itself, and we were able to lift it out of the mold, put that onto a cradle where we can then continue building the boat. We will start to add in the wiring, the plumbing, the machinery. We'll mount the tanks in there for the fuel, for the water. We'll start to fit in the internals for the cabins. Once we've got to a certain point with that, we'll be able to bond the deck onto the top of the hull, which will then close the boat and complete the external part of it. Deck was built in a very similar way. Once the hull and the deck are bonded together, then we can start to complete the internal fit out, and that's where it starts to look like a finished boat.